SARGEPARTY here, back with another review. So today we're going to be doing a hardware review, and I enjoy doing hardware reviews, guys, and I got a good one for you guys today. It's going to be pretty much short, to the point. It's going to give you all the cliff notes, all the things that you guys need to know. So you've probably already read in the description. We're going to be talking about the iPV4. Alright, for those that don't know, the iPV4 is a 100-watt regulated variable wattage device with temperature control capabilities. It's made by a company called Pioneer4you, and they are a Chinese company. Alright, so my video is going to be pretty short, to the point. That's how I like to do hardware reviews. But if you want to watch a video that's about an hour long and really informative on the iPV4 and you have the time to watch it, there will be a link in the description for a video done by Vape and he's actually a really informative, good reviewer, and I just don't have a problem posting a link to his video. So after you watch my video, of course, hop on over, watch his if you need some more information. I will be covering everything you need to know today, guys, except temperature control. This is part one of a two-part video series on the iPV4. So today I'm going to be covering everything but the temperature control, including the price, where you can get it, pros, cons. I'm just going to be leaving the temperature control video to another day. I'll be doing a nickel build, a pure nickel build, as well as a review of the temperature control in part 2 of this iPV4 video series. Let's go ahead, dive down, and take a look up and close with the iPV4. Alright guys, so here we are up close with the iPV4 from Pioneer4you. I just wanted to show you guys real quickly the box. This is a nice little hard gift box. If you were traveling and wanted to take it on a plane, I would suggest putting it in this box. It's actually pretty nice. It's one of the nicer boxes I've ever got with a mod. You have a little pamphlet from the distributor. You have your USB cord. Now, if Pioneer4you is to release updates, software updates for the mod, let's say they might even increase it to 150 watts or something of that nature, this is the cord you would connect to your mod in your computer to download those updates. You have your user manual, and I'm not gonna lie guys, this thing is pretty inaccurate in a way. There's a lot of stuff on here that you don't need, that's not on the mod. It's basically useless, but the mod is easy enough itself to figure out and you won't need it. You just have a quick quality control certificate in there. Alright, let's look at the mod itself. Alright guys, so just a quick look at the mod itself. This is the silver version, alright? They do have a black version available. This part would be completely blacked out. It's just 100% murdered out. The screen part is blacked out as well. They have released an updated version of the silver, and this screen part is blackened. It is tinted, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later, although the version I have is the mirrored screen area version. You got a nice clicky button, nice size, really smooth. You have your buttons down here to adjust your wattages to move through the menus. I'll show you how to do that in a second. You have your spring-loaded 510 pin at the top. At the bottom, you have your venting holes, as well as your USB port for any updates. There is a 9-volt charging port right here. I recommend you guys do not use that. It's very easy to take the batteries out. You simply just pull this sleeve off and then you can remove your batteries and charge them on your normal NIT core charger or eFest charger or whatever you have. Again, I recommend not using this 9-volt charging port. You have these ball bearings here, and these are magnetized. You have one here, You have 2 more on the back. You have your serial number. And basically these act as a way to hold this sleeve on. You don't have to deal with screws. I feel like that is a big upgrade from the iPV4. Here is your battery port. This is running in series, meaning you have a positive facing down and a positive facing up. Alright? So let's throw the batteries in here and take a quick look at the menu. Alright guys, so I just threw in some batteries in there real quick. I want to mention that this mod is really safe. It has reverse polarity protection, meaning that if you put your batteries in the wrong way, it won't fire. It has low resistance protection, so if I were to build this below 0.1 ohms, it would not fire. It has temperature overheat protection, so if it gets too hot it will stop firing. It has output short circuit protection to protect against shorting the chip. The chip in here, guys, is the Yeehy SX330 chip, and it also has battery low voltage protection. So if my batteries don't have enough juice to fire this atomizer at 100 watts, I either need to charge the batteries or I need to lower the wattage and then it will fire. Okay? So to go into the menu, you're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks on the fire button. You see the Pioneer4you logo, the iPV4 comes up, and then by clicking on the up button, you have your memory settings. And right now I have it in jewel mode. But if I want to change that, and since I don't have a nickel build on here, I'm going to go into the menu. Another 5 clicks, you get system on or off. And then if I want to change this, I just arrow either way. And I have jewel mode or power mode, which is wattage mode. Click another time on the fire button and I can exit out, okay, by pressing either button. Alright? Pretty simple to use. Right now my screen is showing me I'm at 95 watts at 4.35 volts. I have a 0.2 ohm build in here and I got about half of my battery life, and it is in mode 4 of my preset memory mode. Alright guys, so pretty simple to use. I mean, definitely not a whole lot to it. Good looking mod though, good looking simple mod, but we're going to talk about that a little bit more when we pop back up. I think I've pretty much mentioned everything that I'd like to mention in the up and close. Alright guys, so let's just go ahead and pop back up and talk about it, alright? Take a vape with me. So that was the iPV4 up close and personal. Alright guys, so let's get into the pros, let's get into the cons. I'll talk about my overall feelings about this mod, the price, where you can get it, all that good stuff. Let's start with the pros. The iPV4 hits hard. I don't know if it's the chip, I don't know exactly why, but it seems to outperform most mods at 100 watts. Which is the highest you can go with this mod. Now, another thing to mention is the battery life is actually really good. I run the atomizer at a 0.1 resistance. That's the lowest that you can go with this mod. And really, my batteries last all day. And guys, I vape hard and I vape constantly. I would be considered a chain vapor. And my batteries last me all day. Also, a more obvious thing to talk about is it's an authentic regulated mod at a really good price. The price for this mod ranges from anywhere between $70 and about $100. You're gonna find it for probably about $85 or $90 at most places that you look. Do not pay more than $100 for this mod because you are getting ripped off. I have a link in the description that has iPV4s, the silver, in stock right now for $70, guys. It's a very good price. If you are a beginner and you're just getting into vaping, I would actually recommend this mod for you. And if you're a hobbyist, this is a must-have mod for your collection. It also seems to handle everything that I throw at it within the limitations and the boundaries, of course, but it performs really well with sub-ohm tanks. I've noticed it performs awesome with RDAs, and everything seems to sit flush, look nice, and it just feels nice. Another pro that I want to mention is that it's an improvement. In my opinion, the IPV4 puts the IPV3 to shame, simply for the fact that you get more, and not from a wattage standpoint, but you get temperature control, you get all these safety features, and you get a mod that just looks cool. Alright, so it's an improvement, and that's always nice to see, especially with Chinese mods that sometimes there's not much improvement, if any at all, and there's a lot of junk coming out of China right now, and this mod is definitely not in that category. So let's go over the cons. The mirror screen. At first, if you watched my first impressions video, I kind of liked it. I was like checking my teeth, making sure my hair was all good, and kind of making fun of other people that said that they didn't like it in a way. There ends up being these little microscopic scratches on there. Kind of hard to see. It looks great from a distance, but when you get up close, you start seeing these little cosmetic issues with the screen, and it kind of bugs you after a while, or at least it bugs me. So that has to be listed as the first con. They have released an updated silver version of the mod that has a blackened out screen portion, okay? The black IPV4, it's just murdered out. It's all black. The screen area is black. It's completely black, and so it's not a problem. But they have released for the silver that updated blackened tinted type screen. Also, guys, I know you guys have probably heard this already, but with the 9-volt charging port, it's just unnecessary. Alright, it doesn't need to be there. I don't know why it's there. I do not recommend using it. It's so easy to just take your batteries out and charge them. So just go ahead and do that. Do not use that 9-volt charging port. I haven't used a 9-volt charging port ever since I had a Game Boy, and I'm not looking to use it now, alright? So that's definitely a con for me. It's just unnecessary. Also, there's kind of just some random cheapness with the mod. There's some just random, you got this screw here that's just this lone screw. You kind of got some separation and stuff going. There's a few little, as Grim Green would say, some wonky things about the mod. And I don't know if it's really a con, but it's kind of something that kind of bugs people that are somewhat of a OCD nature. Also, I should mention that it is only a 100-watt regulated device now. Now, I will say that I'm hoping that since they put the USB port, they gave you the USB cord, I'm hoping that they come out with an update, maybe upgrade the wattage to 120, maybe 150, or maybe even 165 like they did with the IPV3. I'm hoping that will come. I haven't heard a whole lot of information around that, but I feel like some of these cons are little nitpicky things that I'm talking about. They might be kind of subsided if this mod becomes a 150-watt regulated device. I'm probably different than most people, but I kind of would have liked to see maybe a bigger logo, maybe a cool IPV4 right here on this battery sleeve. The only real logo you get is right here at the bottom. You get your Pioneer4you logo. And like I said, I'm not like most people. A lot of people like logoless mods and very little branding. But I kind of would have liked to see maybe a bigger logo on the mod to let people know, hey, it's the IPV4. That's just me. So guys, we went over the pros, we went over the cons, we went over the price. There will be links in the description where you can get it. So here's my overall feelings about the mod, guys. It's a nice mod. It's a durable mod. It's perfect for beginners, alright? But it also kind of bridges the gap between beginners and hobbyists with the temp control and just the fact that this mod goes up to 100 watts. I'm not gonna lie, if I worked at a vape shop, I might recommend this mod for a beginner and maybe a sub-ohm tank with it, and just let them know that if they want to start getting into dripping and building, that this mod will be able to handle up to 100 watts, and they'll be able to really maybe chuck some decent sized clouds with it. I gotta mention that temp control a few years ago was not very common, and it was really expensive. You paid quite a bit for it. I just feel like that being on this mod at such a really good price is just a really good deal. Also guys, just right off the top, it's a nice size. It's aesthetically very nice. This little battery sleeve section, it's kind of somewhat flimsy, but not too bad, and it kind of feels like those rubbery like otter boxes. Kind of gives you that extra grip, and I just really like it. Nice size, nice feel. It's really nice for just if you're taking it somewhere or if you're vaping at home. It does what it's supposed to do, and it's durable. I've dropped it. I've had no issues with this mod whatsoever. It's been a pleasant surprise. It's not overrated. With most mods that are highly anticipated like this mod is, you get it and you're somewhat disappointed. You were hoping for more. But with this mod, it's not that way. You get a lot of different features, you get a good hitting mod, and for the price, you just can't beat it. Alright guys, so there's the review for you guys. I hope you guys learned something. Maybe you guys just enjoyed watching the video. That's always my hope. I have a lot of fun making them, and I hope you guys have fun watching them. Stay tuned for part 2 of the iPV4 dealing with the temperature control aspect of the mod. Click subscribe if you haven't already for more videos to come. I got some really good reviews coming. I got a vlog coming. I got some awesome videos in store for you guys and some new things coming with the channel, as well as a pretty cool giveaway that I'm working on. That video should be coming along with many others. So guys, once again, thank you for watching, and as always guys, peace out, much love, keep your cotton wet, Sarge Party.